Alrighty. Welcome everyone to the Distance Workshop Weekly. That we missed last week. I just had a lot going on. I had to take it off. Getting started a little late tonight, but still getting started. Got a bit of a backlog to catch up on, so let's see how that goes. So. Yeah, so let's see what this week has in store for us. Where am I? Oh, right. One moment. I accidentally closed the page on these. Okay. So the first one is I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it's Tag Arena, so I'm pretty sure it's a stunt/tag. Oh. Is it not even available in stunt mode if it's strictly a tag track? Might have to look at that another time then. It's kind of hard to judge stunt or tag tracks. It's not something to really play, so. Actually, did I, Anyway, second one, well, yeah, let's just see what we do have. Now, oh wait. There's one called Unlock the Door. Okay, no, it's not our account. Unlock the Door. It is right here. Alright. This sounds like some kind of wacky challenge level, so let's see. Oh, wait, am I facing? Physics felt weird on that. It did not feel like I was driving. Yeah, I am. Huh. Weird. It felt like I was driving on flat ground for some reason to me. And again, I haven't played in a little while, so I'm a little rusty, and maybe my judgment is not exactly on point. This is... Wait, what? No! Oh, hold up. Sorry. How... I thought I clicked on a different track. Okay. I saw Unlock the Door, and somehow I selected Grinder Sideways on accident. Whoops. Hold up, that was not what we meant to be doing. I was like, hold on, this does not seem right. Is this the correct track? The answer is no! No, it was not the correct track. Now we're on Unlock. Okay. Button. Button slowly move door. Or slowly move thing. Like possibly just the texture rotate. Oh, what? Well, that's just kind of rude. Touch me for a shortcut. But can I do anything once I have exploded? Let me take a brief moment to description. It's just simple. You unlock the locked door, or can you unlock the locked door in front of you? Or the prompt of the month using word lock. The car in the level image will copy your car. It's a shortcut to get around the locked door. Well, it looks like I have to restart the level at that point, so... I do have wings. What's this? Okay, it's not moving while I'm not on the button. I will check out the shortcut thing later. Okay, there's the 2 dots. Okay, go, go, go. Okay. Interesting. Not quite sure what I think about this just yet. So how much time frame do we get to actually get off this button? I mean, the one thing I will already say I don't like is the fact that it's a pure trial and error in the fact that there's no warning that button is going to abruptly kill you. Actually, it looks like there's a little bit of a red light warning, but it's so brief, it doesn't really count in my book. It's just you have to know you get off the button the first time you do it. You're not going to know unless you're like trying to speed run, go through the door as soon as, like, my assumption was going to be that the door would actually go back down when I get off the button, like that it was going to be I have to raise it enough and then slip past it. So it's like, with that strategy, there's 0 chance of avoiding death and force restart, which is something I dislike. Okay, so let's, oh duh. Huh? So the car was just a teleporter fake by? Okay. This is basically just a troll track. Okay. I did think that the, hey, shortcut around the door was a little too like, I mean, the fact that they call it a shortcut. Like, that's a little too blatant and obvious, so. Oh, and it gives me a shortcut, okay. Or it gives me, sorry, checkpoint, so I always respawn there. Are there still? Like, it's touch me for a shortcut. So even the description is a lie. Because in the description of the level, it mentions the car following you to show you. Which it does not. Yeah, this isn't really much of a level. It's kind of okay from a technical standpoint, like, it works, kind of does a thing that's kind of neat, but it's too short and basic and simple for it to actually, like, hold on, I forget what I have to do to even put a rating, actually, hold on. I could have sworn there's a way to do a rating without additional, but screw it, it's short, we'll just do it again. Oh, wait, how come it came up? Did I do something different that time, or is there just some weird gimmicks in this? I have a feeling there's some really troll gimmicks, and maybe I just accidentally did it right the one time. Yeah, 'cause I see the red light, so. Yeah, I guess there is a pretty short window before the red comes up when you see that. So, no, because this level is like, it's not interesting enough for me to care about it for such a short little throwaway thing. And it's like, the stuff that's here isn't actually fun to play, so. Yeah. It's a funny idea, but it's not really a particularly good one to actually play. It's one of those things, like, basically like a shitpost on, like, the chat servers. It's like, yeah, hey, what if somebody made this? Except, it's funny to talk about. It's not actually fun to play when it actually exists. So, I mean, I guess props for putting in some effort for making it, but anyways, Split Decisions is next up. There it is. What is the description of this? Right or left, same destination. To get a good time, you need to know the flip cooldown trick. So, barrel rolls. Yeah, it's just no cooldowns, do barrel rolls. Or not no cooldowns, but barrel rolls will get rid of that. Big looping stuff that I'm sure there's a way to cut around. Oh, okay. Because, yeah, we don't have wings, but this is still a thing that can be done. Rip flight still exists. Was not really worth it. There's a way to do that properly, but I don't know if I'm not good at that. Oh, shit. those turns are like, yeah, these are like T intersections. I'm thinking they're Y intersections where I have more room to actually, yeah, or not having to turn as hard as I actually, no, it's because that one is. It's just like, for some reason, I am not registering the roads very well. Actually, oh, hold on. I'm just like, I bet I can skip most of this, but you know what? Let me go through the drive the actual roadway first. I have a feeling this is going to attract this is going to be a track that feels like it will be more appropriate for a challenge level. Because it's like having a bunch of like figure out how to get your cooldown gimmicks. And it's not, I don't necessarily hate the idea, but the way this track is designed, oh god, something in the shadows on that intersection. It's like, I feel like I would enjoy this more if my goal was figuring out how to survive it, not keep restarting, get good dying checkpoints. It doesn't even seem that long of a track. Like, yes, I'm dying a lot because I am distracting myself with commentary, but oh, what the? Why did I? That was odd. Like, just stuff like that where it's like, it's kind of really frustrating on like sprint. If it was challenge mode, I would be like, oh yeah, that's part of the challenge. Figure out how to survive this random nonsense. But this feels like it wants me to drive it normally, but it actually doesn't. Slow down. Boost the X and lose grip on the track. Got it. This track design. Because that's kind of the limit the track, but the way the track's designed, it's like not even cool things to stunt off of to do. I mean, it did say do the airwolf trick, basically. I'm assuming that's what they meant, but it's like, that doesn't really, relying on that entirely is like, yeah, it's cool, track goes on too long. Like, too much of that for too long for me to be like, yes, I enjoyed that over short little things. Like, now I'm doing it too much, and now it's just like, you're really gonna force me to just keep doing this? The answer is yes. Might be a little harsh, but my first impression is definitely like a, nah, this track is not enjoyable. But you know what? I won't vote just yet. Give it a play before. I'll try to do some skips, see if I'm like, yeah, that's actually kind of, I think I will, but there's definitely a track like this one. Where does it go? That's going on the underside of the somehow. I'm making it here. Is this even worth the effort? I'm not sure. That's the end up there. That's up above us. So what would be the way to cheat my way up there? Oh, let's go back like this maybe? Yeah, this is it. Oops, okay, I have to go a little further out. Okay, there, that's what I'm looking for, right there. Whoops. I am so bad at this kind of. Yeah, right. Of course. It's that. Way too much. Okay, well. Extremely messy, but you know what? I'll take it for right now. Oh, okay, that is actually kind of tricky. Well, it's premature to call that kind of tricky. It's more, it's not free. Just because I get here does not give me free pass to the checkpoint like this. can cheat my way out. Ahead of myself. I'm getting ahead of myself here for sure. Yeah, I don't think I have the... I would need a full cooldown to make another jump there, which I do not have. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there is some fun to be had with this level, figuring out wacky skips and jumping over shit, but it's like... I feel like the track design itself... Now, like, if that was the intention, it's not designed that well because it's too easy to skip 90% of it and just go right to the last section. Track design for that should require you to do that, like, a little bit more, like, skip the first section, skip the second, skip the third, then you're at the end. Not just like, oh, skip 1, 2, 3, 4, go right to 5. Like, that can be kind of fun for a speedrunning perspective. As an actual play experience, I'm like, I just don't like this track. Yeah, it's like, it needs a lot better execution in basically every regard, in my opinion. It's not like, not to say the idea is not without merit, it's just like, it needs some work to make the actual driving experience be any good. Or just, you know, mark it as a challenge track. If you just put this in the challenge track category, in my book, that already makes it better because it fits that better to me. Where it's just like, yes, the goal is there's crazy stuff you can do to skip all of it, but it's risky. If you botch it, you're done. And the other way is just like, it's longer, but it's safer, but you still have to, you know, you're still working against the level trying to kill you. Like, pretty hard. We did, oh no, that's just saying I don't know. Alright. I would really just, like, I don't even think it's that great of a challenge track. It's like, it would be a much better challenge track than it is a sprint track. Helix Wave IRL Hot Wheel Track by Sunchip Games. Yep. So, aim. Let's see how this one works out. Because, you know, some of these Hot Wheel tracks by Sunchip have not been bad. Like, they make some cool props for it, at least. I think, yeah. Oh. Getting fancy. Oh, actually, I want to see something. I'm curious if I actually have control over my car. Like, can I, like, run off the road? Yeah, I can. Okay. That's not great. Oh, that's not great. Yep. So there's an issue. To be fair, it only happens if you're being a dumbass like me. But still, that's something to consider. Like, how do you fix that? Because I'm actually not even sure how you turn off control of the car and make it go straight in a cutscene or something like that. So I only have so much I can offer. Because I don't know how to fix that, but that's something to consider. Maybe either make the launcher thing pull back after it's done, or I guess you do want to animate it because that kind of ruins the effect. You just launch and it doesn't push you. But this music might be a little too intense for Hot Wheels. You know, too early to judge. Too early to judge. So this prop 4, it is a booster. It does have a tendency. Okay. All right. So there's been, I don't know if intentional or not, but there has been some potential learning here because on the previous track there was one of those props and you go through it and it boosts you. And if you die, you get set before it, but it doesn't reset, so you real pain in the ass to get past. Okay, we actually can jump and we have wings. That's a very interesting choice for a Hot Wheels style track. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, it allows you to get out of potential broken situations where the track is trying to not let you proceed because some of the props didn't reset or something. One thing I will say, alright, roller boosters. Yeah. Visually, for Hot Wheels track, this is not bad. I'm pretty sure this room environment has been reused from another one, but you know, there's not actually anything wrong with that. I think it's fine. So, like, honestly, the track recreation of making it look like a Hot Wheels track is pretty good. Some of the glowing elements, like, I like that. Don't get me wrong. Deep match lighting, great touch. Plus points for that, but some of like those glowing canisters look like electronic and stuff, and I'm like, that feels kind of out of place. But I do generally like having some of the blinking elements, not just because the matching is great, but it does add a nice level of visual interest to what might not be the most exciting looking track ever. Where we go again? Now this prop up here is kind of interesting. I don't really know what that thing is supposed to be. It's kind of cool. Watering can thing. I do like the props in this track. It is still like right here, still kind of prone to sections of not much happening. Oh, and do we actually have infinite boost? So we have infinite cooldown. Grip flight and regular flight? Like from a let the player have fun with it perspective, that's good. From an actual track design perspective, it's like any kind of attempt at getting a half decent time is like, why am I even on the track? I can just skip literally everything. Like, I'm gonna play the track because I want to see the track, but once I actually know where the end is and where the start is, there's no reason for me to not just fly over. But I think wings are genuinely a mistake. That's interesting. They have a booster wheel assembly thing. Yeah, I don't. In a lot of ways, this is an improvement over some of the other ones, but I don't think it's all around one of the better ones. I really appreciate this use of the cinematics at the beginning. It's obviously there are problems with it, but yeah, like I said, I can just like this thing is a little confusing. How does this fit in with the other? It's like, it's cool, but it's like, it's just this big glowing block thing. I'm like, what? You can't even really see it from on the track. It's like, this prop feels out of place. And I guess you'd see it from a distance, but I don't know. That's one of the things where I'm like, that feels really off. I wonder, is there an actual force zone in this little booster prop here that they use to raise the track up? Which I kind of like this, because this actually does... Well, I mean, it's based off of real, like, Hot Wheels tracks, so... No, it doesn't have a force zone. It makes me a little sad, even if there's a reason for it to have one. Also, uncapped splines, just a note. Arguably the worst offense, particularly as a prop out here, where you probably shouldn't really be seeing it from up close if you're playing the track in a reasonable way, but... Yeah, I don't think this track is terrible, but it's definitely not like a grade up. I think it's going to be a neutral for me. So yeah, what are my thoughts on this? I think there's a lot more visual interest in this. It's got a better balance than most of these in terms of like props, like interactive, like props that you're driving through and stuff. I mean, props still have the issue where they're not resetting, which I think this author would benefit greatly from learning how to do that, and probably asking around for a way to fix the beginning, because I'm not actually sure what the best way to do that is either, but yeah. But there's still a lot of just like relatively dead space, which is... you might not be able to help that, because I don't know the pieces they're working with to build these tracks in real life that this is based off of, so maybe it's just a limited resource issue. I don't know. It would kind of be cool to have like IRL Hot Wheels track version and then make like a distance upgraded version where it's like yes, make this accurate recreation, and then make one where you just add more stuff to balance it out and make it more interesting to play in distance. Would be a cool thing to do with them, I think, but it is what it is. Yeah, there's just a few sections that drag on in this. Overall, it's not bad for what it is. Definitely not my favorite kind of track, but I think they're kind of fun. I'm glad they exist. which I hope they will find a way to make those tracks a little more overall exciting and more balanced out in terms of like just things going on while you're driving through it. So next one, Polarize. Keyword, prompt of the month keyword, bouncy. All right. Excuse me. Take a look at this. Interesting visuals. I like this so far. Huh. That's a cool prop. I'm not sure how I feel about it as an actual obstacle for navigation. It's cool though. I like that there was a screen effect when I ran straight into it like an idiot. Okay. Oh, what the? Is that a... Oh. Speed boost. Is there? There is a particle in these. Do I get anything for jumping through that? Can't tell. Didn't seem. We go through it anyways. Nope. That was a bad idea. So I want to jump push to the end of this to get onto the track properly. I don't look as fancy, but I actually get to complete the track then. Ow. Okay, let's get through this track first before I start doing crazy things. Section. Oh, is it the... There's like electric streams that zap my screen? A little bit. Trying to figure out if it's getting close to the ball or getting close to these. Yeah, it's getting close to the ball. Yeah, I think it's a zone around the orbs that are zapping my screen. Anyways, stop continuing itself. Are bouncy themed obstacles. They're kind of fun. I think they're a cool idea. They certainly are designed in a way that adds some good visual interest to things outside of this world. That is the question. I almost thought I was needed to go to the bottom of that for some reason. This level is a good example of like things not being overly complicated, but using some nice like particles and other effects just to make things really visually interesting. It could be done exactly the same in a much more plain looking way, but just like the visuals make it feel a lot more exciting and interesting than it otherwise might have. I'm not saying the obstacles are bad or anything, it's just like I can easily imagine a version of this where I'd be like, man, this feels kind of boring and basic. Oh. But it's like just making them look cool. It's like, dang, what the heck is going on here? I'm kind of into this. Uh-oh, I'm getting crushed. So, hold on. Yes, these are covered in kill grid. Okay. Is there any space for me to hide under here? No, I didn't think so, but I need to try. Okay, I did make it. Yeah. Let me try this again. I like the theming and the decoration, for sure. And it felt reasonably fine to drive here, even going in blind and playing like an idiot, so that's a good sign. I can play like a total dumbass and be like, that was not particularly frustrating. The bad feeling. Turned the wrong way to recover that well. I could have looked cool, but then I ruined it. I feel like there could be some indication that you're expected to use wings there to make that. I mean, other than just being like, how do I reach the track without them? That's probably just my own dumbass kind of bad habits from distance, being like, wings are bad, never use wings. Using wings is admitting defeat. It's like, that's not actually true, though. Wings are cool and handy. Down rings without exploding. I have a feeling following the track probably would have been faster. Go down the middle for reasons. Uh-oh. Nope. I messed that up. Not game over. Yeah, just like that the orbs have like rotational movement and they're kind of like drifting around in their magnetic field things. What happens if I hit this? Okay, that's kind of what I hoped would happen. I like it. I like that it magnets me up and then explodes me instead of just like being like a kill box. I just needed to see for myself. Just with the visuals and everything made me expect that to happen. But, you should just assume. Slow way all the way around. Oh, that was gold. That doesn't feel like that deserves gold. The gold might be a little... I would say my only complaint would be gold feels a little too lenient on this. And that's pretty minor. That's more for... I mean, I didn't get the diamond. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, I felt like I screwed up too much for that to... Oh, maybe that's fine for like a... I don't know. That's not... It kind of feels long, but it's like, it's really not. Let me try to get a good time with this. I mean, I guess I didn't screw up that badly, but it didn't feel like a good run, so I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm off on that. Maybe that's fine for a gold time if it doesn't have skips and stuff with the diamond. Alright, let's go. I mean, I already gold with this, so I don't have to worry too much. I want to get a clean run with this track. There we go. That's what I wanted. I mean, yeah, okay, never mind. You can verify that reasonably well. You're just bad. Wings, trying to be too fancy because I'm good enough for that. Not a skill set I currently have very well developed. I have a feeling the track paths are a little bit faster, just because it feels on the ground. Dead. Remember, I can just circumnavigate the bouncing floors, which I probably should, as I don't really know how to... I don't have a good feel for navigating well. I'm like 90% sure that I will die at least once, if not more, if I try to go through them legit. Damn it. I was like, there's a slight chance I might get a diamond in this run, but not like that, or I don't feel like I deserve it. If I'd done this all queen and drove around that and somehow got a diamond, I'd be like, you know what, alright. But yeah, if I got a diamond after that mistake, I'd be like, okay, yeah, diamond's too generous. Yeah, I like this track. It's got some fun theming and some kind of good like novelty value in the hazards. I like it. That's a good one. Not super difficult, but it's nice. So next one is called Dang It Darby, a level made for Blue Television Games and Lair. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna check it out. By Sunchip Games. Okay, this person makes like all kinds of pretty wacky stuff. So that I am less surprised by the creator, and now I'm expecting some crazy gimmick at this level. This person, like, to me, the hallmark of Sunchip is kind of like really fun, good novel ideas that are really great on paper, but don't usually play that well. Which is unfortunate, but it's like I don't regret playing them because I'm like, man, that's a cool idea. I'm glad somebody at least tried that. Okay, riding controllers. Nope, those are not just okay, what is actually raised up on these? What is safe driving service is the question. Yeah, I have a feeling the theme for this level is some kind of inside joke or part of a very specific community. Oh, yeah, the Mario blocks. Okay, yeah. This is like random. We got the Pac-Man ghost. Beat match lighting. Hell yeah. I don't know about these lighting strips on the question blocks, though. Do I have wings? I do not. Okay, I could have recovered that, but then I decided to test my wings and lost my chance to do so. I was thinking I would land on that last controller, but maybe I should have just gone all in and jumped over this. Some of these are just textual work. Text. The actual buttons stick out, so watch out for those. Thematically, I kind of appreciate this. I also am unsure how I feel about this the grid orientation on this track, because it's like, it's kind of funny and neat how it's like the lattice mark just is aligned with the world and not the track, but it's like, visually when we're going around turns, I'm like, I actually don't like the way it looks that way. I don't hate it, but I don't know if it would necessarily be that much better, interesting if it was all aligned, but it's like, I feel like it would probably be better if it was. Everything just looks like that. You got big rings. It's like retro gaming stuff, so I have a feeling there's supposed to be Sonic rings, because I don't know. I'm sure there's probably Nintendo games. Oh! Those are actually moving. Box of grapefruit. Okay, that's kind of fun. Kill me with the giant grapefruit, please. Thank you. Okay, jump off this to get upwards momentum. Don't crash into the D-pad. Grapefruit. Alright. No, that was bad play on my part. I am more than capable of having just cleared that entirely before the fight. Yeah, some of these jumps feel a little... I got distracted by the text. Speed and that. Yeah, spinning wheel. I like that. That's a fun prop. Like, there's some pretty good prop work that went into this one. Uh-oh, what's happening? Is my car even still going straight? PTG, that was the thing or person or something that inspired this track. Something on the floor that threw me off. Wait, do I have infinite cooldown everywhere on this track? Oh, I just realized that. Okay. I kind of assumed I just had to reach that, but maybe I have to go into a certain part of it, or I have to go around it. This part's not clear where the actual exit is. Is it that? Time to take the because then this controller kind of points back this way. Do I hit the power button? Okay, I'm gonna go drive around on this thing now. Oops, I'm messing up my light angles. Being lazy about it. Oh, what? Huh. Yeah, exactly where the end goal there is not clear, or it's not functioning fully the well, because I could have sworn I hit like clean on the screen before. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. So what did it say? It's level made for Blue Television games and Blue Television games. Someone's channel or something? I don't know. I am curious though. Again, on ideas, it's actually not bad. This is actually a decent level. I think I will thumbs this up because I think there's some creative, like, yeah, no, I'm gonna do it just because I've really enjoyed the themes and props in this level, and the gameplay itself. Let me go through it again. The gameplay itself was not bad, minus the very end being like, what? We need some better clarity on where how to actually finish the level. Visuals are a little weird on the tracks at points, but it's not that bad. I consider that more of a minor issue. Yeah, I'm noticing uncapped spines now that I'm looking at it. Again, that's kind of a nitpick thing, but for quality purposes, it does drag the track down. Uh-oh. I didn't actually expect to land on that controller clean like that. Yeah, is there just no cooldown in this level? That's something I don't think the level is. Though that could, I nearly did that myself, so it could have been a case of they put it on for testing purposes and forgot to turn it off. But I don't think there's any good reason for this track to have unlimited cooldown, and honestly just takes away from the track, because it's like, I can just apply literally everything. Like, it doesn't feel like there's good reason to validate having infinite boost. It just takes away from the gameplay. Oh, what did I D-pad? Like, that's kind of frustrating, but it's like, once you accept, it's like, yeah, it's because they're Nintendo controllers, and that's just part of the obstacle. It's like, you know what, alright. Oh, wow, gaming purposes. Yeah, like, I could just be like, oh, I'm just gonna fly into the distance. It's infinite cooldown. So I hope that was just an oversight, because I don't think there's anything. So I feel like we could use a little more, like, the beat match lighting. What I'm saying is, what I want to say is it feels kind of unbalanced in its usage here. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the giant floyd beat magic lighting that up goes, but it's like, and I think the boxes are a good example of using it well, because it's like, it helps them stand out a little more, and it's not like too much on them, but it's like, there's nowhere else that uses them. And then to me, it feels kind of off on the checkpoints. Like, it's just like the whole thing's kind of glowing. Like, I don't really like that for some reason. I mean, I'd rather it be there than none at all. Don't get me wrong, but I do like the rings. actually not sure what's going on with the textures. You can kind of see them like spinning also. There's some other things going on. I think whatever they did with that, I would say it's positive because it gives them a little more like, why is it just reflections? Might just be reflections. Alright. Say if they are actually textured a bit, it's like it does add some visual interest that I kind of like the way it looks, so I would rate that as a positive, but no, I think it's just reflections. Wow. They're kind of wild reflections, but you know, I kind of like them. Freaking grapefruit traps. I don't know what those are in reference to, but I like them, so. We got crushed there. Yeah. Doing everything wrong here, without somehow exploding somehow. There we go. I would say the actual hazards and gameplay value of this level are pretty decent. Like, they're not my favorite ever, but they're pretty good. Like, I wouldn't rate it as amazing, but I would rate it as definitely above average. Yeah, it's kind of like a goofy, like, level that's kind of mostly carried by props and stuff. Like, I don't know, that feels a little bit unfair to say this level is being mostly carried by props. Like, sure, if it was just the track and no, like, visual flares, it would probably seem pretty lame. But a lot of tracks probably would, quite frankly, but like, it's fine. It's basically what I'm trying to get. It's like, it's not incredible, but it's perfectly fine. Okay, yeah, so that part of the screen does. Although, I also wish it kind of just went to, like, an end or something. Like, it didn't teleport us into an end zone. Like, that's... I feel like that takes away from some of it. Or if there was something shown, like, I don't know. I feel like the end could be... I don't know, just something different. Doesn't have to be too crazy, but I don't think teleporting into an end zone feels right to me. Yeah, this level's actually kind of long. Jeez. Like, yeah, I died a good bit. Jeez. No medals makes me kind of sad. Yeah, this is a level I don't think would be too difficult to polish it up into a considerably better state. Like, a lot of Sunchips levels honestly have like just these major inherent flaws that could be overcome, but they would require like significant work. This one feels like it wouldn't actually take that much to get it into like turn it into a pretty nice level. Not saying it's bad, I'm just saying like it could be a lot better without a huge investment. No, that's pretty relatively speaking, because you think so much got time and distance editor trying to do specific things that may be a little misleading to say, but that's how I feel about it. Let's move on, all right? Okay, Vengeance Arena. Prompt of the month, survive or soft. Oh, that was one of the themes, was survive or soft lock? Oh my god, who the hell picked that as a theme? God. Well, that explains the locked door issue. Like, because on one hand, it's like, I feel like I can't complain as much if it's literally the theme for prompt of the month to make tracks with this feature. On the other hand, soft locks suck. Stop it. Don't make it a goddamn requirement. Gosh dang it, people. What is even oh. Oh. Are these dropping out as I drive on? Yes. Uh-oh. I'm assuming there's probably a kill grid down there. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm just like, do I drop all of these out? Because yeah, there's a kill grid circling this way, so yeah, I would just... So So my first guess on how to complete this is drop all the boxes and not explode. Oh, that's trippy. As far as softbox go, at least this one looks kind of crazy, and it's not just literally, hey, look, watch your car explode in the start zone. Oh, the words are stage, bouncy, and lock. So, oh, okay, I misinterpreted that description. It says for prompt of the month, survive or soft lock. I was interpreting that as prompt of the month was survive or soft lock. But no, they just, so yes, I can complain about this, say, wait, who made this again? Yes. Screw you, Rhombus. Not really, because I do kind of like you, but screw you for making that your level. Gosh darn it. Don't take it personally, but still, screw you for making that the theme of your level. Okay. Not bad enough time to make that turn. Okay, let me get a little bit of distance. No, I need the flight assist back on. No, hold on. I can salvage this, maybe. Okay, I dropped the last box. Where do I go? What is this level? What? I do have... Huh? Okay. Or did not pick out. So maybe I survive a certain amount of time? I do actually like the background visuals, though. What is this box here? Hold up. Were you there before? Or did I just manage to not drop this time? Was that starting this platform? I should have the flight assist stuff turned back on. Absolutely gonna ruin me in this level. Okay, yeah, that was like the block you start on. Yeah, gosh darn it, nope. This might be a stage I don't finish just because I'm not even clear on what the objective is. Like, yes, it says survive, but... Survive till what? To what end? Is there any indication of how well I've survived? Whoops. I've ruined it. Yeah, I don't know about it as well. I like the way it looks. I'm just like, I kind of get what's going on here, but I don't actually know what I'm trying to do. Oh, shoot. And, you know, soft locks are kind of bad in my opinion. 9 times out of 10. There is a time and a place for them. This level is... I mean, okay, yes. If it's literally just survive a certain amount of time, then soft locks kind of have a reason to exist here. But I don't particularly care. Told it takes about 3.5 minutes for the end zone, which is a little long for my taste. I don't think I'm going to finish this. There's bit of a timer behind the spawn point that adds tally marks over time. Let me see if I can at least locate that. Behind the spawn point, not the answer. Okay. Uh-oh. Also, me having all flight assist turned off when I'm not that good without it. It's not a good thing. So is it that cube there? That here? Is that supposed to be my timer indicator? Yeah. Better make it 37. Let's see. Change it all. Okay. I see that. That should either it should be in front of you to start, not behind you, or just be duplicated like around the arena, like all those start zones. So it's like different points of reference to see that. Be good. Still 30 minutes seems like too long for that, at least for me. I don't care for that at all. Neat idea. I think it's actually designed and executed fairly well. I just dislike what it is. So I guess if anyone likes what that is, more power to you. It's a cool version of that. It looks nice. I don't like it. What's up next? Having Dazzle by Rhombus. Prompt of the month. Stars relate to stages, right? I mean, if we're talking Super Mario 64, yeah, absolutely. And this looks like it might actually be a level, so I might actually enjoy this one. Like I said, nothing against the Rhombus person, but still, screw that arena. Screw Softlock Arena. It's nice to look at. Bit of a wild ride, though. I was not ready for this. Part of the problem is I'm trying to look at all the cool visuals, too. And that does not make navigating this easier. Quite the opposite, really. Okay, let me try and focus on road first. Goals to get to end of level before I worry about. Oh. Wait, do I have wings? I do have wings. Okay, this is me being a dumbass again. Alright. Wings are a go. Whoops. That was just bad. Oh, Jesus. I really like... Honestly, these visuals are like... There's really not a whole lot of like physical objects to this level, but it just looks so nice. Like, I don't want to say it's like a minimalist design, but it's like, it's a nice design, not utilizing a limited number of objects very well. So, maybe? I'm not sure if I'm saying wording as well, but hopefully people get what the hell I'm talking about. I could have actually salvaged that, but instead I was too busy distracting myself looking at the cool levels. Alright. Let's actually do this now. Aha. That's why I want to do this too. Adjust my course correct there. It's a lot. Oh, I missed that completely. Through the stars. Sweet stars. I really want to go to the middle of that star, but I'm like, that's actually a terrible idea. There's not actually a good reason to do that unless there's like it's secretly a boost. I don't want to jump off this, I just want to rotate off it, right? Yeah. I'm overthinking things and making them more complicated than they actually are. I like feel like I'm going backwards or something. But I don't appear to. No. These are things just looking a little samey up there. Shenanigans when it flips over 180. For some reason making me feel like I got turned around. I almost feel like this level could do without that default end zone. It doesn't stand out too badly, but it doesn't quite fit the theming of everything else. I really like this track though. It's visually really like the visuals enough on this, and it's like it's got a very distinct feel and style. Oops. Let me go focus. Because I what? I think it's got a very fixed sense of like I'm making myself play bad by trying to this idea while I'm trying to simultaneously go fast and properly on this level and not being used to not having any flight assist things on. As I say, it's very consistent about like the kind of like the obstacles and navigation style you're gonna be doing in this level, and it sticks to it without just being the same. It's the same idea of the floating track segments over and over again, but they're not done in the same way. Okay. I survived that, barely. Alright, here we go. And yes, I can. I think it's because you're like misaligned to the track. It's like, is that actually where I'm supposed to be going? It doesn't feel like that's the direction I'm going. I think that's what makes it feel kind of like you're going backwards. It's like, that doesn't feel like the right way to go. Yeah, I like this track. It was cool. And it's pretty. It's nice to look at. Yeah, I did give this a positive rating. So yeah. Nice. See, Rhombus does make good tracks where he's not being a dick on purpose. Thruster boosting kills distance speeder. An awesome community level. Where it's all better than the next one. Why is it on? Oh, there it is. Wait. This person made more than one level called this? What? Alright, is this just like some kind of massive meme, or is this person just being really salty and made multiple levels because it's actually extremely easy to make low effort levels like that? What is this called? Is this not sprint? Why can I not? I think it's just level. Hold up. Modes. Okay, yeah, so they just didn't put a mode on this first one. The thumbnail is just like an end zone and a start zone, just like right in front of each other. So, I guess if it's not actually published as a playable level, I don't feel like I'm missing out on much. So, I am okay with just calling that one. Well, or maybe this is actually what they intended to release, and they accidentally put the other one when they were just. bullshitting things. I don't fucking know, and I don't think it really matters. Okay, so what is the actual level? Is there an actual level? There's an uncapped spine. Yeah, okay, so it is basically what we saw on the other level, just separated slightly. It looked like there was more to this because there's like some kind of color and particle effect. But, it's not really a level, and probably more commentary by the author. But what am I seeing? Like, this doesn't look like just a gap in front of me. Like, what is that weird angular stuff out here? This. Okay, so it's... I don't even know what type of object this is, but it's like, it's one where it has no interior, so I'm just seeing bits of the outside from a distance, and if you stay inside of it, you're fine, but if you fall out of it, you explode, which is, I mean, not a non-existent gimmick, but it kind of looks bad and doesn't really add anything to the level. That's something that might actually, this is a technique that actually could potentially be used as kind of fun gimmick in a level at some point. I mean, obviously you'd have to visually kind of make it look less bad. Basically what I'm saying is this level has not given me absolutely nothing of value, though I don't think it was intentional, and I don't think it actually gives the level any real value. It's just like, I'm just like, hey, that's kind of a fun idea that I will probably never use myself, but neat. A thing to observe. And also, have I tried the card version of Cliffside Realm for Distance? I could not tell you off the top of the head, so I'm going to assume no. And if it's one of the ones new this week, then doubly no, because I haven't gotten to it yet. Okay, so Ready by Hijack. This is gonna be another cool. What is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this level is entirely just. Wait. Is it not? Okay, it's not even published as a playable level, if I'm interpreting this correctly. Because it just says a level, but it doesn't have a fight, so. I did have a... No, I should have, but I don't remember. Oh, Grinder Sideways is the challenge one. Let me just make sure, doing my due diligence. No, it does not appear to be a playable track, so okay. I appreciate that if it's going to just be a prop meme, that it's just, you know, it's just here and not something I'm going to try and play and potentially expect anything more from it. There's a level called Straight Line, and the description is, know any tricks for going the straight line faster? Time to show them off. Yes, this is dumb, but have fun, so yeah. Basically not a real level either. It's just like, I mean, maybe this has some value for people like, oh, Freddy is a menu. Oh, why does, I guess the workshop doesn't show menus as type? Oh, hey, kind of neat background at least. So, okay, so some effort was put into this. Oh. I mean, this level might have some value as like some kind of Buster Booster trick practicing area, but yeah, so there's some reason you might want this in your collection, but I don't think it's actually a good level, but I think I'll leave it neutral just because it's like, there's at least minimal effort put in to make like a neat background. It's not total default assets, and there's actually a reason to play this track, but it's not like an actually outside of like training stuff. I would never actually recommend this. So. You know what? I have to at least get a medal on it, not look like an idiot who played this and never even got a bronze by just going straight. No! Why did you not register my boost button being held? Rude. Game's trying to rip me off. Away we go. Yay, gold. High effort. Okay. I'm like already regretting that I'm gonna say this, but we'll look at the Freddy Mint. We'll look at it. Okay, and the other one was not a mint. Gosh darn it. It's a thing. I mean, if it's just gonna be a prop visual meme, sure, it makes sense as a menu, so. There you go. It's a thing. If you like it, you can get it from the workshop. If you don't care, you can never see it again because I'm taking it off as my menu as well. It's not Christmas time anymore. What do I want? I want 04. Oh, that's a little too much visual noise. I don't actually want that as my... Actually, sure one. It's taking a while longer to load than I expected. There we go. Call. Highway. This one's not my favorite, but I'll worry about. Oh, a better bit. Yeah, the Thruster Boosters. Avoiding. Straight line. Grinder sideways time. Okay. Grinder just got sideways. Watch out for the moving pushers because they might bounce you off the track. Prompted the monk using word bouncy. Moving platform is on an animated bouncing, so it probably counts. Fair enough. And okay, this is sprint and challenge. I'm like, I thought I saw this in sprint, but is it only in challenge? No, it is both. I will do the sprint version. I prefer it. And I actually want to get through the level. And I don't exactly play. I'm not claiming I'm that amazing, but I don't exactly play the best. I'm trying to do commentary at the same time. Okay, so there's the so-called bounce platforms. And they will push you off the track and mess you up. Okay, that was pretty short to the point. Now I'm questioning, does this level even need to be in sprint? Like, it's short enough that it's fine as a challenge track, and it's definitely suited for the challenge, like, style of play theme thing. I don't know what I'm saying, but it's like, it feels much better suited for challenge, and it's like, it's such a short little thing. I'm like, is there a real point in this being in sprint? Other than for people to be like, I just like sprint better? Like, I don't know. I'm a little mixed on that. I kind of want to say this shouldn't be in sprint at all. Do I recommend it? I don't know. Let me play this once more. It seemed okay. I think it's like a hazard avoidance, like down survival track. It seemed fine. There's plenty going on visually. Like, it doesn't feel like just a bunch of hazards and nothing else to look at. I'm not sure why I feel inclined to get a decent time on this right now, but I kind of want to. Or I feel like it's so far. So good. Like, I can do this in one go. Probably. Then I'll hit things like that, and it'll ruin everything. Whoops. Just kind of defaulting to my regular play habits. Just like, yeah, if enough bad things go wrong, but it's like, yeah, that's correct. Restart. I want a fresh start. Oh shoot. I'm like, I got spun by that. I'm like, am I going forwards or backwards now? I need to watch out for those grinders right now. Need to be more aware of which grinders are the first ones I'm coming in. Oh, come on, are you serious? That's right at the end, too. I can't believe I got swiped by those things. They have a name, I don't remember what. Oh my gosh. Now I'm talking and not paying enough attention. Yeah, I think this is like this feels like a worthy addition to the challenge category. I'm just not sure there's any reason for it to be in sprint also. I almost messed up everything by killing my momentum. Dodge hazard and then almost ruined it. Okay. Time was not trash, so I'll take it for now. Actually, yeah, I'll give it a thumbs up because I think it's a good like hazard survival level. Like it's a pretty decent one. I feel like it should really just be challenge only, but it's not that terrible to have it in there. I just feel like if it's already in challenge, there's not much reason to also put it in sprint, but I don't know. Yeah, because there's no checkpoint, so it's like, I mean, I guess it's, for me, at least, it's like, it's a better play experience because you don't have to go to the menu and hit restart and whatever every time you explode, but it's like, you're still starting from the beginning. This is a good way to practice it, but it's, I don't know, I'm overthinking this. Let's just move on.